So my name's Scott Oliver. I've lived in McLeod for 20 years. I'd like to say to the people that think that Nestle is going to save the town with jobs, that I myself read in the local paper probably every month there's jobs from the other water bottling companies looking for people to drive forklifts and stuff, and I don't see those jobs being taken by the people that are dying for these $10 an hour jobs, and that's not a living wage. It's not going to support people. It's not going to bring people here to raise their kids. One of my big issues that I want to see on the board is about the truck traffic. 200 round trips. That's like a truck leaving or entering the highway every 3 to 4 minutes. In the wintertime especially, I just spent a half an hour on the highway the other night when there were 5 trucks that were stopped on the highway halfway over. I haven't seen anything in any of the proposals except a short entry lane being added, but everybody that knows truck traffic, those trucks are going to be going 20 miles an hour all the way from the summit to make that left turn, because they're not going to go 55 and then slow down at the end. Going up the hill is a major issue. They're going to be in low gears all the way to the top because they can't get started to get any speed. And how do you propose to address that issue?
Okay. Dave, any comments to respond?
Yeah, I just appreciate it. We recognize and we've heard and we know that there are some concerns, many concerns from people on truck traffic. The original project proposal that was analyzed up through the draft environmental impact report did have some mitigation measures. It did require for those downhill coming trucks that we had to add a left turn lane so that they wouldn't be stopped right out in the middle of traffic. And for the uphill bound trucks, we had to extend, it was our responsibility to extend the passing lane that starts about 1,000 feet to the west of the driveway that would be going into the plant. Regardless, on whether on that original proposal or even on this reduced size proposal, traffic must be analyzed under a very strict set of criteria that Caltrans has for traffic studies in EIRs, and we need to be able to achieve that threshold of not causing a significant impact. So my guess is that they will that the mitigations that were suggested in the first project proposal will follow through and at least be required in this next EIR.
Okay.
And I want to address the jobs thing. Our point on jobs, we have lots of different jobs. I don't know about the other bottlers in the area. We have lots of different jobs in the factory. We have forklift drivers, clearly, that take product off the line and load it onto trucks. In addition to that, we have line operators, blow mold operators, filler operators, quality control technician, and maintenance. And our position here is to, again, be able to attract and retain the best employees that work in our environment. And we do that by paying above average wage for a comparable job. We do have family sustaining wages all across North America, and our intention would be to have that here.
Basically, your original proposal seems totally inadequate. I mean, just the reality that you were going to extend those lanes a little bit doesn't account for the fact that those trucks will never gain speed going towards the summit. It's like it needs another third lane all the way to the summit and a lot longer slowdown lane for them to make that left turn coming down. And if Caltrans isn't going to spend millions of dollars to do that, so you're saying that, and I want everybody to hear that that's a truck every 3 minutes. I don't know if everybody's done the math, but that's a truck going in or out of your driveway every 3 to 4 minutes at 200 round trips a day.
So
I don't have the calculator, but I don't think that's...
Once a day is 400 trucks going in and out of that one way, in or out of your driveway. 400 trucks every 24 hours, which probably would be condensed into regular operating hours. So then you're talking about possibly a truck every minute or two. So I'm saying that for me as a resident that I'm not sure in the last contract, the money the district was giving you the water for, I wasn't getting enough for the inconvenience that you're going to cause me and everybody. I have to drive my kids to school and back and to functions, and you're going to inconvenience my life. I want to hear what you're proposed to do beyond the 500 feet, which isn't enough.
Okay. So in terms of your comments, sir, we're hearing some very significant concerns about truck traffic. You would like to get some additional detail on how the truck traffic flow is going to be manage the number of trucks per hour. You'd like that detail. You'd like to learn more information about the types of mitigation or requirements that would need to be addressed by Nestle Waters. Brenda, didn't you want to add anything?
Yeah, we don't, listen, on the hours of the day, we don't condense them into business hours. Our shipments are really 24 hours a day. We go by when the, when the appointment is in wherever the store location is or the distribution center is that we are supposed to deliver to. In other words, if we're supposed to deliver to Medford at 3 a.m., then we know that truck has to leave here by the night before at 9 p.m. or something like that. So we don't, the truck traffic isn't condensed to one given period of the day. It really depends on where you're shipping to and how long it takes for the trip to get there. As far as the other stuff, we're going to go through the CEQA process. That's good input for us. That's the type of thing that we want to hear in this meeting and future meetings. I don't think we can provide any additional answer for you outside of what was in the last CEQA document. But it is the type of thing that we want to hear from truck or whatever it is that you have a particular concern on.
Okay.
But I don't think we can answer past that now. The feedback that I'm hearing is this is a particular issue for you on a peak. What we put up there was on a peak on any given one peak day. There may be 200 trips, which you write is 400 or 200 in and 200 out. And if you want to count that way, it's 400. There's 1,400 minutes in a day. It's roughly one every 3 minutes. So I think the math is right. I don't think we can go past what our answer was from what the last CEQA document required and what we would do this time.
But it's clear that additional information and discussion on this topic is requested.
My name is